Hey everyone, this is Annie coming at you from We Too Disney and Beyond, and I thought today I'd like to chat a little bit about the results of a social media survey that just came out last week about the sexiest accents in the US. The number one accent was the Texas drawl, but number two was Boston. And I was amazed by that. I grew up in the Boston area, and all my life people have joked with me, teased with me, commented on my accent, and never once did anybody ever think that it was a sexy thing. So I thought, what a great idea. Just do a video on what the accent is, and what better place to do it than in the car. So first rule of a Boston accent is, if a word ends in R, you're going to take that R off, put it aside because we will be using it later, and you're going to add an AH. So, just like I said, car, cover, there's no need for all those R's in there. Not really sure what that poor little R ever did to us, but we don't seem to like them too much, so we just nixed them from most of the words. But the second rule is, if the word ends in an A, we're going to grab one of those R's that we took off from another word, and we're going to add it to the end of the word. So, a perfect example, umbrella, I dare. And you're going to think to me, oh, come on, seriously, people don't really do that. We do. I have to admit, we really do. I find that I try not to add those ahs at the end of the word, because when I say them, I really hear them now. But it depends on how fast I'm speaking. So if I'm thinking about what I'm saying, I have a tendency not to pronounce them. But if I'm speaking really fast and I'm talking to somebody else who has a similar accent, then yeah, they're all over the place. They're just flying left and right. So, and the other neat thing about the Boston accent is it's really very localized to the Boston area. I grew up a few miles outside of Boston. I've worked and gone to school with folks that are all from Eastern Massachusetts, and very few of them have the same accent that I do. It's actually kind of odd. So I get teased a lot at work. Folks who grew up in Eastern Mass, maybe 20 miles outside of Boston, and they will tease me constantly about my accent and joke with me. I'll say something, they're like, "What? Huh? What'd you say?" And I've found now that sometimes it's just easier to spell the word out than it is to try to say it again. Funny story, there was one time I was in Alaska, and we had stopped off at a small little roadside coffee shop. I got a coffee. I asked for a cover for the cup. And the kid behind the counter there was like, "What?" I said, a cover. He's like, "Cover? What's a cover?" And this was, I was fairly young, and I'm thinking to myself, what do you mean, what's, something to put on the top of the cup so I don't spill my coffee everywhere. And it was pretty funny. He's like, "Cover?" He's like, "Oh, you mean a lid?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And so he gets the lid for me, puts it on, and he's saying, "How did you say that again? What was that, cover?" So ever since then, I have learned to have a very good sense of humor about my accent. So if you think that Pahk the Cah and Hahvid Yahd is sexy, then please subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you know when our next video comes out. And if you could give us a big thumbs up on this video, I would greatly appreciate it. It really helps our channel out. We're trying to grow our audience. So thanks very much, and have a good day. See ya.